Ang Buhay Administration Piling Balita at Tinatawag ay tumatalakay sa may subang kasalukuyan at nakakaroon. Makapolitika, makapinyon, makakomentaryo at balita ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakamihan at walang pinapamihan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, tingnan natin maagang programa kayo. Maagang programa ko ngayon kasi may parang may lakad ako, no? Okay, may kausap kasi ako kahapon. Okay. Diyan naman sa taon ay pakape-kape muna, no? Okay, ang oras natin, take of the time natin ay 23 Okay, pasado po alas 7 ang programa natin ngayon, no? Okay, sinamantala ko kasi may lakad pa ako mamaya-maya, no? Okay, mga mahigit 1 oras tayo magprograma kung kaya. Ayan. Okay, ang kalendaryo natin, address ba? Silipin nga natin para sa sigurado. Okay, address ngayon. Araw ng Sabado, happy weekend to all of you, no? Ayan. Okay, magandang umaga po. Address ngayon, no? 3 ng Hunyo 2022. Okay, magandang umaga. Okay, good morning sambayanan. Okay, kumusta kayo? Ano dito naman sa mga minority, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, no? Although approve na po yung Maharlika investment funds, no? Okay, dyan po sa House of Representatives, pati na rin sa Congress, sa Senado, no? Okay, nabasa ko na rin itong resulta ng botohan. Okay, bumoto pa ay umabot po ng 11, no? Ang botohan po sa Maharlika Investment Fund. Okay, yung Senate Bill 2020. Ayan. Ay aprobado na ang gawin na lang yan pa babalik po sa bicameral conference, both houses of Congress, mga kabal, itong lower house at saka upper house, no? So yan. Pero ang may lumabas ngayon po, mga suki, mga bayan, after mag-prayer ako ng subo prayer, no? Open ko ng system ko. Okay, tumambat ka agad itong mga grupo po ng masasabi natin na position, no? Okay, itong Bayan Muna Party List, pinamunuan po ni Attorney Nery Colmenares. Okay, makakaakyat ito ng kaso ata sa Supreme Court, no? Okay, para questionin ang legality po ng Maharlika investment funds ito, no? Okay, sabi nila unconstitutional daw itong Maharlika investment funds, no? O karapatan nila yon, sige. Okay, mag-akyat sila ng mga position paper, karapatan nila yon. Hindi natin mapigilan yan. Pero po talagang demokrasya. So ang demokrasya, ang mananaig ay opinion po ng majority, no? Boto ng majority 51, okay, 49 po, mga kababayan, no? Ganun. Kung sino po makakuha ng lampas ng 50% plus 1, siya po mananaig. Okay, so 90 ng botohan po sa Senado. So ang si Senator Hontiveros ay nagboto po ng negative. Okay, hindi siya bumoto. At saka meron mga abstain. Okay, nila Chis Escudero. At saka itong si kapatid po ng Pangulo po, si panganay nila si Amy Marcos, mga kababayan, na senador. Okay, hindi natin alam ang kadahilanan bakit sila ay bumoto po ng hindi bumoto at saka bumoto po ng ayaw. Okay, so ganun talaga ang kademokrasya, no? Basta sa larangan, okay, sa sistema ng demokrasya ay majority ang mananaig, no? Okay, ang komentaryo ko lang kung pagpatagpo po ng Maharlika Investment Fund katulad sa mga Indonesia, at saka maraming bansa sa Europe, okay, mga ganun ang patakbo, wala akong kaba, mga kababayan, no? Okay, sana ganun ang gayahin natin. Okay, para magtagumpay po itong Maharlika Investment Funds. Okay, kasi makatulong sa atin kung talagang seryoso, mga kababayan, no? Para makakalap ng pondo ang mga kulang natin sa pondo po sa mga proyekto. Pagpapamagitan po na yan, baka ba ay maging maayos po ang buhay natin, mga infra natin, mga project natin, mga social service natin. Ayan, ang mga negosyo natin, tulong sa mga negosyo natin para sa lahat na sambayan ng Pilipino, no? Kaya nga, kung talagang yayaman tayo, dito po ay yayaman na. Kung talagang pulubi tayo, ay dito pulubi na rin tayo mga suking mga bayan, no? So, antayin natin ay ma-implement yan kahit pa ayaw po ng mga oposisyon. Okay, itong si Senador ADLSNTV ay supporter ito sa posisyon ng bayan muna party list, no, ni Chair Attorney Nery Colmenares. So antayin natin mga ay papeles ay akyat nila po sa Supreme Court kung meron ito. Okay, karapatan nila, hindi natin mapigilan yan. Ganun po ang bansa na malakas na demokrasya, Republican state, ay ganun po talaga. Sistema po ng demokrasya, no? So, wala tayong problema doon. Okay, but at least ginawa nila okay, bilang opposition mga kababayan, mga suki, no? Okay, so tapos ng halalan, tapos ng botohan. Okay, diyan po sa dalawang version ng lower house at saka Senate version mga kababayan, no? So, antayin po natin ang resulta. Ay, ang botohan yan mga suki. Ang sinasabi po ng korte kung maabot po sa korte, no? Kung anong decision ng korte, eh dyan tayo, no? Okay. Yun ng hanggang doon po ang basehan hanggang korte po mga kababayan, no? Okay, kung papasayan sa korte, idilabag sa ating konstitusyon, wala problema. Okay, dapat po ang Maharlika Investment Fund ay ma-implement. Ayan. So, antayin po natin yan. Okay, baka yan na ba ang solution natin po ng matagal na panahon, no? Okay, yun ang binabantayan natin ng pag-implement niyan. Okay, pagpatupad yan. Kasi batas, yung katulad po sa mga Indonesia, tagumpay, sa mga Europe, maraming bansa sa Europe gumagamit yan. Ng sovereign fund na yan. Okay, baka yan na ba ang kaayusan ng buhay ng Pilipino, no? Hindi natin alam. Hindi tayo prejudge na baka ganon, hindi pa nga nagawa. Okay, negative na tayo mga suki, no? So, lagi tayo positive basta nakakabuti sa ating bansa, no? Ayan. Okay, andyan sa Central Bank, andyan na Department of Finance, andyan na Department of Budget, andyan ang NEDA, karami magbantay po mga suki mga bayan, no? Okay, hindi lang maabuso yung Maharlika Investment Fund. Okay, sandali lang. Ako pabor ako talaga. Okay, kasi nasubukan no po sa ibang bansa, no? Okay, pabor ako. Kahit na ganito situation natin, mga deficit, maganda mga Okay, pababa ng inflation ng bansa natin, no? Okay, kahit ano pang sasabihin na, yan ang barometer. Pag maganda ang ekonomiya, pababa ang inflation problema natin, ibig sabihin may improvement po ang patakbo ng pamahalaan, no? Yan ang basehan Yan ang barometer. Okay, ng isang bansa mga kababayan, no? Kung maganda ang atmosphere, environment ng mga negosyo, wala problema po mga kababayan, no? So, interest yan ng national. Hindi po interest natin. Hindi ko interest. Okay, hindi ko interest na bilang tagapamahayag maghawak ng micro, hindi ko interest. In general interest po ng mamamayan, iyang Maharlika Investment Fund. No? Kahit paano sabihin natin, kung barometer ng ekonomiya maganda, okay lahat, negosyo, peace and order, okay, wala tayong magawa po mga kabayan. Public service, okay, ayan, wala tayong magawa. Ganun talaga. Kaya sinabi ko sa programa ko, hinangad ko ay makaabot po ng 2028 itong si President Marcos Jr. Sa lahat ng team. Ayan. So, ito po mga suki, no? Lipat tayo sa news. Okay.
Sa isang pinyong balita at ay tumatalakay sa naisubang kasalukuyan at nakakataon. Politika, mapapinduan, walang kinikilingan, walang pinakulunan, at walang pinapamilan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, kantahan po natin Maharlika Investment Fund ay siyumo ako nagtangis. Okay, lagi na lang magtangis mga kababayan. Okay. Dedicated po sa Maharlika batas na yan. Okay, siyumo ako nagtangis. Okay, ay producer po at saka composer itong si Konata ito, no? Ay sino ba ito? Jor Picar mga kababayan sa kanyang music, no? At tingnan nga natin. Okay, bakit siya siyumo na ako nagtangis. Ayaw. So lipatin natin, ayaw magbigay. Ayan po mga suki, no? Okay. Sige. Ayaw mo. Ito. Baka ito. Siguro mo ako magtangis. Ayaw talaga, no? Ayan. Okay, sandali lang. Ayaw po. Okay, ito si Maher muna. Patinggan natin. The best song of Maher Jain, no? Okay, makuha lang tayo kung mailan. Ayaw yung kanta na yun. Meron pa? Wala na. Wala na ata. Meron. natin ay anong oras na? Ay 37 minutos pasado na po.
Yet to be always so close. I wanna last this far. I close my eyes to all the signs you put in my way. I walk every day further and further away from you. Ooh, you brought me home. I thank you with every breath I take. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. I never thought about all the things you have given to me. Never that you want. I was too blind to see the truth and prostrate to you until I took the first step. And that's when you opened the doors for me. Now I realize what I was missing by being far from you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for all the things that you've done. You've done for me through all the years I've been lost. You guided me from all the ways that were wrong. Indeed, you gave me hope. Oh, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for all the things that you've done. You've done for me through all the years I've been lost. You guided me from all the ways that were wrong. I wanna thank you for bringing me home. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah.
Okay, binabati ko po ang presidente po ng chamber. Okay, si Paro Suaib Ismail po ng Chamber of Trader. Ano ba, Trader, at saka ano ba yun? Association of Basilan mga kababayan. No? And retailer pala. Okay, sorry po. Okay, si President-elect, itong si Suaib Ismail ng Chamber of Trader and Retailer Association of Basilan, no? Okay, nabuo yan nung isang araw. Okay, ayan, 10 na yung makasama niya. Okay, officer and members po ng chamber na yan, no? Okay, suporta po, okay, sa itong outermost Basilan Islamic Chamber of Commerce and Industry, mga kababayan, no? Okay, ginawa po ng MTIT, okay, ng Basilan. Okay, at saka itong si Provincial Director, okay, si RG Parco, no? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And then itong mga, okay, nila Jayda Tulawi, at saka kanyang kabiyak, okay, Ahmad Salaw, head ng consultant po ng Abichi. Okay, 10 na rin yung mga miyembro po at saka official po ng Abichi, no? Okay, itong siya Simin Sarikin, mga president po ng chamber na yan, no? Okay, mahaba ng kasaysayan. And then itong chamber po ni Suaib Ismail at saka grupo niya, bago lang panganak, mga kababayan, no? Wish natin, okay, kung mag-success po si PM sa kanyang position po dyan sa agrarian reform, provincial agrarian reform dati ng mahabang panahon, posible po hindi mag-success po paghawak ng chamber. Okay. Sa kanyang kasaysayan po paghawak ng opisina, no? Okay. Posible hindi siya mag-success. So, pangarap natin, wish natin, duwa natin mag-success sa kanyang bagong trabaho po sa public service, mga kababayan, no? Ayan, public service kasi yan, mga trabaho kanya. Katulad namin, itong serbisyo publiko tinik ng mamamayan, okay, public service po, kahit sa microphone, no? Okay, basahin ko ang balita po, problema po sa parking lot dito sa Zamboanga, no? Okay. Ayon dito sa balita, Zamboanga muna, DIRG monitors implementation of the number parking ordinance. Okay, sandali lang, balikan ko yung news, no? Okay, mag-break muna ito. Okay, marami pa pinasukan po itong programa natin mula sa Facebook platform, bagong channel. Okay, wala na sa no? Wala nang sa dating Upload Jaman Damahan. Mag-migrate na po dito po sa bagong channel. And then makikita nyo sa StreamYard, and then makikita nyo ito sa YouTube, sa Twitter, at saka LinkedIn. Mari po makita nyo itong programa natin. Maraming nakalink po, mga kababayan, no? Ayan. Mag-improve tayo kasi malapit naman ang election 2025, no? Iba, handa natin itong ang programa natin. At saka 2024 sa US election, no? Okay. Ipaghanda natin itong dati nang gawin ng mahabang panahon, no? Okay, DRG monitor implementation of a number parking ordinance. Department of Interior and Local Government, DILG, is regularly monitoring the implementation of the city's number parking ordinance. Okay, in compliance with memorandum circular it has issued in 2019, no? Okay, malabo na talagang mata ko, no? Okay, this was explained by the DIRG City Director, sino to? Ginajin, okay, Banyo, during the first day of a renewed implementation of the city's, okay, no parking ordinance, no? Okay, no parking ordinance number 601, no? Ordinance 601. Ayan. So, sumusunod tayo, no? Okay, baka mahuli tayo and then magmulta po mga kababayan. Hirap pa naman magmulta. Kuhanin pa, embargo pa yung lisensya mo, punta sa City Hall. Sundin natin po ito mga kababayan muna, no? Okay. Okay. Actually, marami na rin mag-complain po dito sa ordinance ito, no? Okay, pati City Council mag-complain. Ayan.
Ang Buhay Station Piling Balita at Ginawa ay tumatalakay sa naisubang kasalukuyan at nakakaroon. Makapolitika, makaopinyon, makakomentaryo at balita ang programa ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang pinakamihan at walang pinapamihan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay. Binabantay po ng City DIRG ang mga traffic enforcer or personnel. In an interview, who said, okay, that the ordinance is based on several directives issued by the DIRG since 2019 as contained in the Memorandum Circular number 2019-121, which direct to clear road of illegal structures and construction. Okay, it's also direct to reclaim public roads being used for private ends. There were several directives issued by the DIRG since the first issue of in 2019. The latest was Memorandum Circular 2023-017 issued on January 25, 2023. The DIRG also continuously monitor the implementation with local government unit of the ordinance. No? Okay, this said DIRG circular clearly stressed that non-compliance of the said circular shall be ground for appropriate administrative sanction ayon po rito mga suking mabayan. No? Okay, yun po katapusan ng balita. Mabalik tayo magkanta-kanta muna po mga kababayan. No? Para ba mainit ang panahon, lamig-lamig naman ang utak natin. Okay, nag-mix ko lang mga suking, no? Ang programa po. Mahirap kasi focus sa komentaryo, marami po ay nasasaktan mga kababayan. No? Okay. At saka maraming mga harassment, mga text hindi maganda mga kababayan. No? So mag-music lang tayo.
Ang Regional Station Piling Balita at Ibaha ay tumatalakay sa naisipang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Makapolitika, makaopinyon, makakomentaryo at balita ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakamulan at walang pinapamigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, dyan po rin, mga suki ng mga kababayan, dedicated po dyan sa ordinance po ng 601, no? Okay.
رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا.
Binokos kong programa ko sa mga minority, no? Kasi maraming majority minority sa Basulta, then may ilan po mga kababayan ng bar. Mag-educate ba tayo? Mag-educate tayo sa mga kapwa natin. No?
وفي حماك ربي غايتي رضا والقلب في يديك يحيا على هداك ذو الجلال في علاك ما لنا سواه هو واهب الحياة فلنبتغي رضاه القادر الحليم الغافر الرحيم إن قال كن يكن سبحانه العظيم بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا. ديننا حياة ديننا عطاء والكون بالضياء يستلم الصفاء ربنا ارتضاه لنا كامل تمام قد جاء بالسلام والخير للأنام وأنا به رضيت وبنوره يهديك سأظلها حديث نقول في دعائي رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا. بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا.
Okay. Mamaya. Okay, sundan natin po ang programa. Okay, news naman mga kababayan, no? Okay.
Ang Buhol Station Pinyong Balita at Tinatana ay tumatalakay sa naisubang kasalukuyan at nakakataon. Makapolitika, makapinyon, makakomentaryo at balita ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinatanggihan, at walang pinapamilan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, sa lahat po ay may mga art of person, meron mga hypertension, mag-ingat po, no? So mainit kasi ang panahon, no? So basahin ko sa inyo ang news ito, serbisyo publiko tinig ng mamamayan. Ayan. Ingat kayo. Ingat tayo. Okay. Mainit po ang panahon, no? Okay, PhilHeart urge Filipinos to be alert versus hypertension, no? In the observance of a hypertension awareness month, last May, the Philippine Heart Insurance Corporation, PhilHeart, joins all Filipinos to be informed about pressure is when the pressure one blood vessel is too high, okay, or reach 140/90, no? Kung ganun na ang dugo nyo, ingat mga kababayan, no? MMHG, okay, ulitin ko, no? 140/90, MMSG or higher. Risk factor include older age, katulad natin, okay, genetics, yung mana-mana, obesity, yung taba, physical inactivity, high salt diet, and excessive alcohol intake. So yan mga kadahilanan po bakit tayo magkaroon po ng hypertension. Based on the Philippine Heart Association, pression, okay, survey, 12 million Filipinos suffer from hypertension, where 65 are aware of their condition, mga kababayan, no? Ingat tayo, no? Kung meron tayong mga ganyan, ako meron na rin. Okay, meron na, kaya ingat ako sa mga pagkain ko. Very conscious ako sa pagkain, mga suki-suki. Very limited ang aking pagkain. Konsumo po sa pagkain, no?
Ang Buhol Station Pinyong Balita at Tinatana ay tumatalakay sa naisubang kasalukuyan at nakakataon. Makapolitika, makapinyon, makakomentaryo at balita ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang pinatanggihan, at walang pinapamilan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Ito mga data, no? 37% are on treatment while 30% already have reached their target blood pressure. Per President and CEO Emmanuel R. Ledesma Jr. stressed the importance of a preventive care, encouraging Filipinos to register and avail themselves of the PhilHealth. Konsultasyon sulit at tama or konsulta package, layunin po ng PhilHealth. Okay, konsulta na maagang makita ang anumang karamdaman at maagapan ang mapagtala ng sakit gaya ng hypertension. Kasama sa paketeng ito ang konsultasyon, heart screening, laboratory ng mga gamot. Desma said, sa anumang konsultasyon ay mayroong heart risk assessment kung saan malalaman ang halimbawa kung hypertensive ang isang tao, mabibigyan iyan ng gamot at umano monitor ang kanyang kondisyon o sa ganitong paraan ay maiwasan ang pagdala ng nakaramdaman mahalaga primary care dahil makakaiwas tayo sa magastos na gamutan. Pointed out further. The PhilHealth Consulta package includes target heart risk, screening and assessment, initial and following, consultation standard, laboratory tests, and 21 assessment. Okay, ano yun? 21 essential pala drugs and medicine, including anti-hypertensive listed in the Philippines National Pulmonary. Okay, Philippine National Pulmonary, such as enalapril. Gamot ito, no? Enalapril, okay, metoprolol, hirap naman ito. Metoprolol, okay, amlodipine, pakisulat, no? Yung mga meron na hypertension ay hydrochlorothiazide, and losartan. Ginagamit ko itong losartan, mga suki, no? Pero tinigil ko ng losartan. Ayan, kasi pinalitan pa na aking anak, no? Gamitin natin ang ating mga beneficiaries sa PhilHealth, okay, konsulta upang makaiwas tayo sa mas magastos, okay, ng gamutan, bunga ng pag-alala ng kondisyon ng pasyente sa mga sakit na maaari namang maagapan siya ng mataas na presyon ng dugo. Okay, let us then all PhilHealth members are encouraged to register and avail themselves of the consulta package. Registration may be done straight, self-registration by the number, okay, portal. Ayan, at tandaan, no? At tatlong W, no? www.philhealth.gov.ph or at any PhilHealth local insurance offices in the area. Maaari pumunta doon, no? Okay, PhilHeart, Chief Ledesma, also assured that PhilHeart is paying 9,000 pesos for confinement due to hypertension in accredited level 1 to 3 hospital, mga kababayan. Okay, halos lahat naman accredited ka. Dito sa Buanga, okay, ako magpakonsulta po mga kababayan, no? So, magpakonsulta ako. Miyembro ako ng PhilHeart ng mahabang panahon, no? Ayan. At nagamit ko yung nung nagkasakit ako. Ayan.
Ang Bureau Registration ng Balita ay tumatalay sa may subang kasalukuyan at nakaraan. Mga politika, mga opinyon, mga komentaryo at balita, ang programa ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakamihan, at walang pinakamihan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahaminan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, advice sa finance ni Robert Kiyosaki, no? Mag-aral din tayo paghawak ng mga pera. Okay, para hindi maubos ang pera natin po na walang halaga. O walang kasaysayan po mga kababayan. Pagkakaroon natin ito.
Think you should withdraw all the money from your bank? Well, let's look at the Fed. To maintain reserve requirements, the Federal Reserve establishes target interest rates at which banks lend to one another over a day. Similar to the hike in February, the Federal Reserve increased the benchmark federal funds rate this month by 25 basis points to a new target range of 4.75% to 5%, increasing borrowing rates to their highest level since 2007. Regarding Federal Reserve policies, Robert Kiyosaki will never be accused of remaining silent. In a tweet last week, the financial expert aimed at the Fed, claiming that the institution's approach of raising interest rates will crash equities, bonds, real estate, and the US dollar, and cause a $1 quadrillion, also we can say a $1,000 trillion, in the derivatives market. It is consistent with Kiyosaki's basic view of the Fed, if it sounds like a lot to cover in a single tweet. According to the FinGold website, Kiyosaki recently accused Powell of being dishonest about how interest rate rises will affect inflation. Based on how the United States managed the financial crisis following the sudden demise of three lenders, Signature Bank, Silicon Bank, and Silvergate Bank, in a matter of days, Kiyosaki also anticipated a further rise in inflation. He claimed the U.S. would probably boost its money printing to bail out the banks, resulting in more inflation.
If you look at what happened with the fake central bank, the purpose of the central bank or the Fed, or all, the Japanese bank, the Bank of Japan, or the European Central Bank, they pump out fake money. The purpose of central banks like the Fed is to protect the banks, not you.
In fact, Robert Kiyosaki disagreed with President Joe Biden's claim that rescuing failed banks wouldn't cost capital. Robert Kiyosaki disagreed with Joe Biden and others like the former UN ambassador Nikki Haley, who tweeted that bank bailout is socialism for the wealthy. Despite this, Kiyosaki continued to worry about the economy and American taxpayers. He thinks that the constant creation of false money, referring to the dollar, by the Federal Reserve and the FDIC was a sign of hyperinflation. According to Kiyosaki, the present financial crisis, which has already claimed Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, is expected to cause inflation to soar again, even if it has been going lower in recent months. The Consumer Price Index dropped to 6% in February, continuing the decreasing trend in consumer inflation, according to data released on March 14 by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS. The housing index, which accounted for 70% of the rise, was a major contributor to still hot inflation. Even though this is the 7th consecutive month that inflation has decreased, the Federal Reserve's objective of 2% inflation is still far from reaching. The news was eagerly monitored as one of the final economic indications before last week's Fed meeting.
It's the banks run the world. The rich run the world. They don't care if you're communist or capitalist. But that's for their fake assets. Until they make Wall Street or the City of London rich. Just watch where the cash is.
Meanwhile, Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank closures have caused turbulence in the local banking sector. There have been growing demands for the regulator to hold off on raising interest rates to prevent further pressure on other banks and work to stabilize the industry. According to Jamie Cox, managing partner for Harris Financial Group, the Federal Reserve will have to choose its poison. Tolerate some inflation for a while to see if its current series of rate hikes take hold and pause, or keep hiking and deal with the financial instability caused by their policy decisions. Following the news of the rate rise, stocks modestly increased. As the main indices finished in the red, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 531 points, or 1.63%. The Nasdaq lost 1.6%, while the S&P 500 dropped 1.65%.
Was the next recession. As soon as the Fed used the Fed balance sheet, we pretty much stopped in its tracks. Really quite quick after they did that. They cut rates first, didn't really help because the banks had seized up. Then they used the balance sheet. Then they did it again in 2010, 12, 16, and then 18 was the Fed pivot, the Powell pivot, where they went from hiking to, oh my God, we need to cut.
Right, he yelled at the guy. He says, "You cut this out. You're killing my economy."
That's right. But he was raising rates because they'd cut taxes and it had given this boom. And then inflation. So inflation had gone up.
Yeah. So, what does this mean to you and me? How will it affect us? Well, one, the Fed rate serves as a lever for rates on savings accounts and certificates of deposit, CDs. Even though you might not be able to borrow as affordably as you formerly could, rising interest rates still have certain benefits, particularly for savers. In the end, banks raise yields to entice additional deposits. Higher rates equate to higher savings profits. According to national bank rate statistics, the average savings interest over the last year increased from 0.06% to 0.23% as of March 15. 2. Mortgage prices rise. Borrowers may rush to finalize a transaction for a fixed loan rate on a new house if there are signs of a rate increase. Yet, because interest rates are a significant factor in mortgage rates, they often change more closely with the yield on domestic 10-year Treasury notes.
We have employers not going back to work. So all these REITs, REITs, real estate investment trusts, they own all these office buildings. And then never has the Fed I think there's a $30 trillion debt now, with $200 trillion off balance sheet, and they keep cutting rates and all this. The question to you is this is what I'm going to ask you. Well, and the other thing is about paying people universal basic income just so they can survive, which I can now see your side of it, but it violates every bone in my body.
As a result, if interest rates decrease, so will the mortgage cost. The cost of purchasing a property decreases due to lower mortgage rates. Another effect will take on residential sales. The demand for homes often declines when interest rates and inflation rise. Homebuyers may expect to spend at least 60% of their investment in interest on a 30-year loan at 4.65%, for instance. Nevertheless, if rates drop, the same house at the same price will have lower monthly payments and less interest paid overall throughout the mortgage. The exact property becomes more inexpensive when mortgage rates decline. Therefore, purchasers should be keener to make purchases. Number 4, bonds and stocks. Lower interest rates directly impact the bond market, as yields on everything from U.S. Treasuries to corporate bonds tend to fall, making them less attractive to new investors. Bond prices move inversely to interest rates, so as interest rates fall, the cost of bonds rises. Likewise, an increase in interest rates lowers the bond price, negatively impacting fixed income investors. As rates rise, people are also less likely to borrow or refinance existing debts since it is more expensive to do so. Also, as interest rates rise, investors may switch their portfolios from stocks to bonds or fixed income assets, since these investments are more appealing when investors sell their equities. As a result, the stock market may drop. And number 5, your credit card becomes expensive to use. Your credit card debt is more costly when the Fed raises interest rates. This is because credit card firms' interest rates frequently follow the federal funds rate strictly. With the pitiful interest rates financial institutions have offered on checking and savings accounts since the Great Recession, keeping money in a bank or credit union has practically been like keeping cash in your mattress.
And there's government money, which is fiat currency, which is the dollar, the yen, the peso, the euro, the yuan. Fake water. That's why people are getting sick financially, because they're working for fake money. Right? And then there's fake assets, which is another part of the fake millennial, the fake generation series. But the reason I brought this here is most people haven't seen. This here is real silver, platinum. That's what it looks like. And so in 1972, and this here is gold. This is God's money. This is what God's money looks like. The reason I call it God's money.
So, what should you do? Are they safe havens? Yes. 1. Purchase some short-term bonds. Take advantage of bonds today more than ever if you're 5 to 10 years or less from achieving a significant objective, like retiring or sending your kids to college. As a result, your portfolio's total risk is lower and the income your portfolio may provide is more stable. 2. Finance your residence. It is sensible to lock in your mortgage rate at the present level before it rises, just as it is prudent to keep your fixed income portfolio liquid. Now is the best moment to refinance your home if you are qualified to do so. 3. Pay off debt. The variable interest rates on your outstanding amounts will rise due to higher interest rates. Paying off that kind of debt makes financial sense as interest rates rise. If you want to live a debt-free life, know your passion and take charge of your financial building. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell. My videos will help you improve your financial literacy, have more control over your economic life, and understand where your money is going, how much you should save, and what kinds of investments can be profitable. And 4, invest in inflation hedge assets in gold and silver. Kiyosaki suggests you should not save money right now in the bank. As the most excellent substitute for false money, he advises investing in precious metals, such as gold and silver. Gold has held its worth over time, paper money, and other valuables. Gold is viewed as a means through which people might maintain and transmit their riches from one generation to the next. People have cherished the unique qualities of precious metals from the beginning of time. As the dollar depreciates relative to other currencies, as it did from 1998 to 2008, long-term investors, like the ones who have subscribed to my channel, frequently turn to the safety of gold, which drives up gold prices. If you want to invest in a cheaper asset than gold, add silver to your portfolio. The fact that silver and gold have been accepted as legal money for so long gives them a feeling of continuity.
But this is real money. So you look at this here. When I first started buying that was $1.40. Today, that's $16. And this here is quarter gold.
I know of my uncle who survived the 2008 recession. During that time, the globe experienced deflation, declining prices, and the threat of depression due to the financial crisis in 2008. Government bond prices increased significantly, and yields decreased as a result. He took advantage of the treasury bond and invested $10,000 from his life savings in the bank, half of what he had. He then bought 6 ounces of gold, costing him $973.66 per ounce, totaling $5,841.96. He remained with $4,158.04 in his account, which he used to pay his son's college fees, clear debts, and use some essential home utilities. What made this story so memorable, the Treasury bond has yielded him an interest of 6.89% of the total investment, and gold has risen to $1,970 per ounce. Another person who took advantage of the recession was Jamie Dimon. A billionaire and banker, Jamie Dimon made significant gains for JP Morgan during the credit crisis, despite not being an authentic individual investor. When the financial crisis was at its worst, Dimon utilized the strength of his bank's balance sheet to buy Bear Stearns and Washington Mutual, two financial organizations that huge wagers on the housing market in the United States had destroyed. JP Morgan purchased Bear Stearns for $10 per share, or around 15% of its worth, as of early March 2008. That same September, it also bought WAMU. A little portion of WAMU's worth from earlier in the year was also reflected in the acquisition price. Shares of JP Morgan have more than quadrupled in value over the past 10 years from their lows in March 2009, making shareholders and its CEO immensely rich. As the CEO of JP Morgan, Dimon is renowned for steering clear of many of the traps connected to the subprime mortgage crisis of 2007-2008, which devastated several competing companies. All investors should exercise caution when dealing with increasing rate environments, especially those moving near retirement. As with the other market situation, the most excellent way to lessen the impact of rising rates is to strike the correct asset allocation between gold, silver, and treasury bonds. Rich people put their money to work for them. They know that money must move into something of actual worth to be valuable. They spend money by investing it in assets with increasing value and cash flow over time, bringing in additional revenue. As time goes by, their worth increases. They understand the value of time. My uncle invested $15,841.96 15 years ago, and this value has doubled with time. Why put your money in a bank where it will depreciate when you may invest it in assets that could increase the worth of your money? In my next video, I'll introduce you to another financial expert with some secrets to help you increase your income during economic downturns. This expert will reveal to you the secrets rich people use to improve their income during economic downturns without compromising their lifestyle by switching professions or making significant changes in their spending patterns.
Okay, nakuha ko sa summary po ni Robert Kiyosaki, expert sa financial literacy. Ayan po mga kapatid. Kung marami kang pera ngayon, ay huwag ka maglagay na gaano sa bangko, no? Okay, hindi advisable. Okay, advice niya kung may pera ka ngayon ay una-una po mag-invest ka sa mga short bond, mga papers. Okay? Pangalawa, para mataas ang value ng bahay mo, ay mag-improve ka ng bahay, no? Okay, para mataas po ang asset mo, i-improve mo po ang bahay mo. Ayan. Dapat ma-improve po ang mga facilities natin sa residence natin. Yung advice niya, kasi sabi niya, fake money raw, printing ng ang money po ang Federal Reserve, wala naman value po mga kababayan. And then pangatlo, kung marami kang pera ngayon, mag-invest ka sa ginto. Okay, sa ginto, kaya silver, kasi maganda pag-investan, no? Okay, maganda raw ang value po ng ginto at saka silver mga kababayan, no? Yung mga metal. Okay, na pwede kumikita, no? And then sabi niya, ay mag-invest ka, sigurado po may value i-invest mo, no? Okay, yung pera, invest mo may value. Yung merong may possibility po ay tataas ang value. Yung lupa. Okay, pwede ka magbili po ng lupa kasi tataas po ng value ng lupa, no? Kung marami kang pera. At saka sabi niya, ang pera mo huwag mo ilagay sa bangko kasi okay, wala po, hindi po kumikita ang pera sa bangko mga suki, no? Ibig sabihin, asset, and then kumita po ang asset mga kababayan, no? Iyon po ang advice ni Robert Kiyosaki. Expert po sa financial literacy ang tao ito mga kababayan. No? Ayan. Okay, so kakanta tayo and then anong oras na? Okay, 20 ano na, 28 minutos, masado po alas 8. Matapos na po ang programa natin, no? So, sumunod ka lang mga advice. Okay, sa atin mga Muslim, yung mudarabas, hukuk, doon tayo mag-focus mga kababayan, no? Yung batas naman pag-invest, okay, sa Islamic banking mga kababayan, no? Wala man problema. Okay, pag-aaralan lang natin yung mga turo nila Robert Kiyosaki and then i-adapt natin po kung saan tayo pwede sa halal industry mga kababayan. No? Wala mang problema yon. Ayan. Meron naman sa atin. Okay, meron na batas para sa atin po pag-invest okay, sa halal industry mga kababayan. Sa halal stock market. Meron po. Ayan. Okay, okay. Magkanta tayo muna, no? Okay. Number 1 for me. Si Maher po mga kababayan, no? Okay. Bili kayo ng ginto at saka metal.
Crazy things I used to do, and now the pain I put you through. Now I'm not here for you. All the times I made you cry, the days I told you lies. Now it's time for you to rise, for all the things you sacrificed. Oh, if I could turn back time, if I could pick it up and swear that I would make it up to you. My heart up now, it's a brand new day. I'd like to put a smile on your face every day. My heart up now, and it's not too late. I'd like to put a smile on your face every day. I finally understand the faith is mine. I got a day of facing time. Cause now I got a child of mine. And even though it's so bad, I've learned too much from you. Now I'm trying to do it too. Love might get the way you do it. If I could turn that time around, if I could make it on down, I swear that I would. I would make it up to you. If I could turn that time around, if I could make it on down, I swear that I would. I would make it up to you. My heart will not cry. It's a brand new day. I like to put a smile on your face every day. My heart will not cry. And it's not too late. I like to put a smile on your face every day. You know you are the number one for me. You know you are the number one for me. You know you are the number one for me. Oh, oh, number one for me. You know you are the number one for me. You know you are the number one for me. You know you are the number one for me. Oh, oh, number one for me. There's no one in this world that can take your place. Oh, I'm sorry for taking you for granted. Oh, I use every chance I get to make you smile. Whenever I'm around you, now I'll try to love you like you love me. Only God knows how much you mean to me. Oh, if I could turn that time around, if I could make it undone, I swear that I would make it up to you. My heart will not cry. It's a brand new I like to put a smile on your face every day. I'm up now. It's a brand new day. I like to put a smile on your face every day. I'm up now. And it's not too late. I like to put a smile on your face every day. The number one for me, the number one for me, the number one for me, oh, oh, number one for me.
Okay, advice mo rin po uli. Okay, para matuto ba kayo mag-ipon po ng kung ano? Ay nakalimutan ko pa, meron pa advice po si Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, dapat po yung mga mutual fund, no? Kasi ang mutual fund yan, ang laro yan, okay, taas, baba, no? Okay, taas, baba. Ayan, ang market yan mga suki. Minsan na tubo ka, and then minsan na bagsak mo ang kababayan, no? Okay, hindi steady ang mutual fund mga kababayan. At saka itong rate, yung sa kwan, itong sa investment po sa REIT mga kababayan, no? Ang abbreviation niya na rate, REIT. Dapat matutuhan yung mga kababayan, no? Taas baba din yan. Ay, mag-floating. Okay. Pakinggan natin ang quit your job, buy this asset, set up your cash flow. Sabi po ni Robert Kiyosaki, quit ang job na. Hindi bumili ka ng asset, and then mag-set ka ng, ibig sabihin, steady na, no? Okay, stable ka na. Okay. Quit ang job kasi hindi daw tayo yaman po sa pagtrabaho. Wala. Ayan. Ayan natin, no? Kung yung namasukan ba yung ibig sabihin niya? Okay.
I dream of a life where I don't have to worry about money. A life where I can do what I love without being tied down to a 9-to-5 job. And that's where earning passively comes in. This is money you make, not actively working for it. Who to learn about earning passively? Then the renowned author Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is a renowned American businessman, investor, and author of the popular book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He is also a financial educator who has taught people from over the world how to build riches and create passive streams for many years. In this video,
Global
I discuss
lecturer.
Robert Kiyosaki's latest views and top 6 recommendations for cash flowing investments to help you make additional earnings in 2023. So let's get started.
Income that the rich work for is called passive. Passive income is also known as cash flow.
Yun, passive income.
Okay,
Makikinig kayo.
cash flow. And that income is income that's flowing from here to here. It bypasses taxes. So I know it doesn't sound fair, and it isn't fair. I don't disagree with you. But what's not fair is our schools, which are part of the problem.
Before I dive into the top 6 cash flowing assets, it's essential to understand what passive income is and why it's crucial. Cash flow is something you receive without actively working for it. This means you can make money while sleeping, traveling, or spending time with your family. Earning passively is significant because it allows you to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. Agreeing with Kiyosaki, earning passively is the key to creating wealth and achieving financial freedom. In his latest book, The Capitalist Code, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of creating multiple streams of passive income rather than relying solely on your job for income. He also stresses the importance of investing in assets that produce cash flow rather than investments that only appreciate. Let's dive into the top 6 cash flowing assets for inactive earnings. Asset number 1, real estate. Real estate is among the very best assets I recommended earning in 2023. Agreeing with Kiyosaki, this is one of the best assets for earning passively. He believes it offers a steady income stream, supporting a lifestyle and building wealth over time. One of the reasons why Kiyosaki loves real estate is that it provides a tangible asset that you can see and touch. Kiyosaki recommends investing in rental, commercial, and real estate investment trusts. He emphasizes the importance of finding properties in high growth areas likely to appreciate over time.
The beauty about real estate is you learn to use debt to get rich. I'll give you another tip. If you're going to be rich, you have to learn to use debt. It's called other people's money.
For example, Jane purchased a rental property in a low-income neighborhood. Despite the property's negative reputation, she could rent out the property for a higher than average rent due to the property's proximity to public transportation. By focusing on the property's cash flow potential rather than its reputation, Jane could create a steady flow of additional money from the property. But what if you don't have the capital to invest in real estate? There's a solution too. Real Property Development Trust, or REITs. REITs are companies that own and operate income-producing real estate. You can earn dividends without directly owning a property by investing in REITs. Asset number 2, dividend stocks. Dividend stocks are another great way to bring about cash flow. When you buy this type of stock, you receive a portion of the company's profits through a dividend payment. From what I have seen over time, shares with yields are a wise asset because they provide a steady revenue stream without requiring you to sell your share. I recommend investing in these stocks with consistent stock payments and a solid financial foundation. But what about the risks associated with investing in the stock market? Buying shares of equity can be a powerful tool for building wealth if you're willing to analyze and invest in high-quality companies. In a recent interview, Kiyosaki shared how he invested in an organization that paid a payout of over 20% annually. He believes investing in equities can provide an excellent source of earning passively, especially for those willing to research and invest in high-quality brands.
And risk is you look in the mirror. It's who's looking back at you. You're the risk, not the investor. For example, I invest in a lot of real estate. It's, this thing is so risky, I think I'll buy ETF. So you play it safe, but you learn more by investing in real estate.
Asset number 3, business. Businesses can be a great source of passive income if set up correctly. The idea behind building an inactive revenue business is building a system that can run without requiring constant attention from you as the owner. This means you must start a scalable business capable of generating revenue without continuous involvement. This can include ebooks, online courses, and other digital products that can be sold online. Once you create these products, you can continue to sell them repeatedly, generating.
Okay, yung explanation ni Robert Kiyosaki, no? Okay, para magkaroon ka ng passive income. Okay, kailangan meron kang establishment pang rental. Okay, meron kang establishment para sa commercial. At saka ang pangatlo, ayan. Meron kang kasi yung part ng passive income po yung negosyo. Kailangan may negosyo ka mga kababayan, mga suki, no? Okay. So yan po ang isang tayong mamamayan. Okay, gusto karoon po ng hanap buhay, yun po ang dapat gawin natin, no? Okay, may iparent ka, meron kang halimbawa ay mga pinto-pinto, okay, iparent mo para magkaroon ka ng passive income. Okay, meron kang mga computer para meron balik. Maggasto ka nga pero ang balik naman, ang monthly balik, okay, makagenerate ka ng cash flow, no? Okay, mag-accumulate ng palaki po ang asset mo. Iyon nga sinasabi ng mga expert, Okay, mag-invest ka na hindi tulog ang pera mo. Dapat po ay kumita ang pera mo pag mag-invest ka, no? Para hindi masayang. Mag-invest ka, matulog ng pera mo, sayang po mga kababayan, no? Katulad kaya ang advice ni Robert Kiyosaki, kung maaari lang ay ayaw niya mag-invest pa sa residence kasi dead investment, walang kita. Maganda lang, maganda lang kasi makatira ka sa mga magagara, pero ay sabi ko dead investment, no? Okay, walang kita. Kaya mag-focus po ng mga matatalino, okay, mag-invest po na ang pera nila ay kumikita mga kababayan. Katulad ay rental, commercial, at saka mga building na pang mga opisina. So yan po ang advice. At saka yung rate, yun yung sinabi niya, no? Retail investment trust mga kababayan. Real estate investment trust. Kasi magkuhan yun. Kumikita po yun. Okay, minsan mataas, minsan pababa, no? Kung mag-invest ka sa rate. Para rin mga mutual fund, ganun din. Kita rin, araw-araw kikita ay ang mga investment na ganun, no? Kasi magtaas and then magbaba mga kababayan. Magkasite, parang tinetrading ba? Okay. Kasi sa stocks market ay bubble daw. Sa term ginagamit sa bubble ang stock market, no? Madali na kumita and then madali. Kailangan magbantay ka talaga ng gusto. Ayan. Yan po ang advice po ng mga magagaling, no? Yung financial literacy advisor, Robert Kiyosaki. Ayan. So, ituloy natin na ang turo niya.
Continuous revenue. But what if you're not a business owner or don't have the time or resources to start a business? Well, there's a solution for that too. You can invest in other people's companies. Investing in a business as a passive investor can provide a source of income without working in the industry actively. Kiyosaki himself is a successful.
Okay, ang ibig sabihin niya, meron mga negosyo po na success na kung pwede mo lapitan na sabi mo, wala kaya ko ng pera sa iyo, no? Pag mag-invest ko, magsulat tayo, magawa ko ng contract, abogado. Magkano ibigay mo sa akin pag kumita ang negosyo natin, no? Depende na sa agreement. Ayun, yun po ang ibig sabihin niya, no? Yung mga success na negosante, success na establishment, ang mga negosyo, pwede ka lumapit po maglagay ng pera mo. Marami po ganun mga suli, no? Ilagay ang kanilang pera saving, and then may kasulatan po, may kasunduan, no? Yung sinasabi niya, business establishment. Na ibig sabihin, success na, and then kung kailangan niya mga pondo-pondo, kung may pera ka, bigay mo doon sa mga sanay na magnegosyo, no? Okay, so in a certain agreement, kung anong pagkasunduan nyo, doon ka kumuha ng kita mo. Kita ng tindahan, business, at saka kita mo. Mutual. Ayan. Yan po ang ibig sabihin yun ni Robert Kiyosaki, no?
Entrepreneur who has built a business empire that provides him with a steady stream of passive income. He started small with a small venture selling wallets when he was 9. Over the years, he has built many successful businesses that have provided him with passive income. Overall, building an inactive earnings business requires commitment and patience. Still, it is a great way to create a sustainable source of income that can provide financial stability for years to come. By creating a scalable, efficient, and automated business, you'll be able to earn passively while freeing up your time to focus on other things. Also, if you've been enjoying this video this far, please help me by giving it a thumbs up. Thank you. Asset number 4, intellectual property. Another asset that I recommend is intellectual property. Intellectual property, IP, is an excellent source of cash flow revenue if you have valuable ideas, inventions, or creative works that you can protect legally. IP refers to intangible creations of the mind, such as patents, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets that can be owned and used to create more revenue. Creating and owning intellectual properties can significantly resource inactive earnings over time.
So when I create that cash flow game, it's intellectual property, it's patented. It's in 50 different languages. Every quarter they send me a check. Zero investment into it. When I write a book, like this book here, I think I make about $600,000 a month just from royalties coming off this book. Because I sell the book to a book publishing company. And they send me a check.
These are some ways in which IP can be a source of passive income. Patents. If I have a unique invention or innovation, I can file for a patent that grants me exclusive rights to use and sell my design for a specific period. This will create passive earnings by licensing my patent to others or selling it outright to a company. One example is the patent for the Post-it note, which was sold to 3M for $12 million and continues to create earnings passively for its inventor. Copyrights. Copyrights protect original creative works, such as books, music, films, and software, from being copied or distributed without permission. By obtaining a copyright, you can earn money inactively by royalties from sales or licensing your work to others. One example is the Harry Potter series, which has sold over 500 million copies worldwide and generates passive income for its author, J.K. Rowling, through book sales, movie rights, and merchandise. In a recent talk, Kiyosaki shared how he created a board game called Cash Flow 101, which has sold over 2 million copies worldwide. He believes creating and owning this property can provide a stable berth of inactive earnings generated for a long time. But what if you're not a writer or musician? Well, you don't have to be. You can invest in other people's intellectual property. For example, investing in a book or movie can make you earn passively through royalties. Intellectual property can be a great source of earning passively if you have valuable ideas, inventions, or creative works that can be legally protected. By licensing or franchising your IP, you can make revenue passively by allowing others to use your ideas and goods in exchange for fees or royalties. Asset number 5, peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer, P2P, lending is an alternative investment strategy that can bring about earning passively by connecting borrowers directly with investors through an online platform. Peer-to-peer lending is a newer asset class, but it has become increasingly popular in recent years. By lending money to individuals and small brands via media, investors can earn a steady stream of passive income through interest payments.
Well, it's loaning money to people who can't get a loan anywhere else.
Loans vary in terms of like risk and interest rate, and
They're all people that couldn't go to the bank. If they could go to the bank, they would go to the bank.
P2P lending platforms operate as intermediaries between borrowers and investors, providing a marketplace for borrowers to access loans and investors to earn investment returns. Investors can select individual loans to fund or invest in a diversified portfolio of loans, typically making higher returns than traditional savings accounts or bonds. P2P lending offers several advantages over conventional investment strategies. First, investors can earn higher returns due to the lower overhead costs and reduced intermediation fees of P2P lending platforms. Second, P2P lending allows investors to diversify their portfolios across a wide range of borrowers, reducing the risk of default. Finally, P2P lending offers a socially responsible investment option by providing access to capital for underserved borrowers who may not qualify for traditional bank loans. Several popular P2P lending platforms offer passive income opportunities for investors. One example is Lending Club, which has facilitated over $60 billion in loans to borrowers and has generated over $14 billion in returns for investors since its inception. By investing in P2P loans through online platforms, Investors can earn higher returns while diversifying their portfolios across a wide range of borrowers. For borrowers, P2P lending offers a flexible and accessible source of capital with lower interest rates and fees than traditional bank loans. However, as with any investment, it is essential to carefully consider the risks and benefits of P2P lending before investing. Asset number 6, annuities. Are you worried about outliving your retirement savings? Do you crave the security of a steady flow of revenue in your golden years? If so, consider adding annuities to your portfolio. Let's explore how annuities work and how they can be valuable to your retirement plan. An annuity is a contract between an individual and an insurance company in which the individual makes payments in exchange for a regular payout from the insurance organization at a later date. Annuities can be a source of available earnings, providing a guaranteed earnings source in pension. Annuities also carry some risks. One of the main risks is that the annuity payments may not keep up with inflation, which can erode the value of the income over time. In addition, annuities can be complex financial products with high fees and surrender charges, which can erode the value of the investment if the annuitant decides to withdraw the money early. Several types of annuities can be used as a source of passive income, including immediate pensions, deferred annuities, and variable annuities. Immediate annuities provide regular income payments starting immediately after the allowance is purchased. At the same time, deferred annuities provide income payments beginning later, typically in retirement. Variable annuities offer the potential for higher returns, but carry more risk as the income payments are based on the performance of the underlying investments. For example, let's assume I have saved a significant amount for retirement, but I'm concerned about market volatility and outliving my savings. I can purchase an annuity to provide a steady flow of revenue. It can be a source of earning passively, providing a guaranteed revenue flow in retirement. However, as with any financial product, it is essential to consider the risks and benefits of annuities before investing. In conclusion, earning passively will be the best way to supplement your regular revenue or provide a steady revenue stream in retirement. By spreading your portfolio with different cash flowing equity, anyone may create a sustainable source of earning passively to provide financial security for years. It's essential to do your research, consult with financial advisors, and carefully consider the risks and benefits of each investment before making a decision. With patience, diligence, and a sound financial strategy, you can create a steady flow of income that allows you to live the life you want without worrying about economic uncertainty. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, share, and turn on your notification to get notified when a new video drops. Have a great day or night. I will see you in the following video.
Okay, yan po ang lecture po ni Robert Kiyosaki, no? Okay, sabi ng iba ay para sa mundo lang, hindi po para sa mundo. Okay, continuation po ng buhay natin dito sa mundo lang yan, mga kababayan, no? Okay. Kung maiksi ang utak mo, yun, sabi mo pang mundo lang. Okay. Kasama yun sa mundo, mga kababayan, no? At saka sa huling buhay. Huwag lang i-adapt mo yung hindi pwede, yung pwede lang. Okay. Okay, ang oras na, no? Okay, haba na. Okay, magpaalam na tayo, no? Palagay ko marami na tayong naturuan. Okay, paano po mahabuhay po ng maayos, no? Dito sa mundong ibabaw. Ayan. So, yun po, aral po ang financial expert, itong si Robert Kiyosaki, no? So, maraming paraan pala. Okay, maraming paraan dito sa daigdig. Hindi ka, okay, tingala sa langit, tingin ka sa taas ng langit, and then tumingin ka lupa. Hindi po ganun, no? Okay, kailangan lang matuto ka. At saka masipag ka. Sinabi niya, patient, determine. Kailangan determine tayo, no? Okay, sa pagplano ng buhay natin. Okay, di ba maganda? Okay, maganda sa mundo kung ayos ang buhay, no? And then, sa kabilang buhay bang maayos mo rin, the best na. Ayan po, mga suki, no? Okay, alas 9 na. Paalam na ako mga kababayan. Okay, kasi may lakad pa. Ayan. Huwag kalimutan po, magandang mag-invest po sa ginto, no? Yung may mga pondo-pondo dyan. Okay, bibili po ng mga ginto and then itatago. Kasi di naman mabubulok yan. At saka mga metals, mga silver. Pagdaas ng presyo, ibebenta po mga kababayan, no? After mga how many years, okay, hawakan mong ginto mo and then pagtaas, ay pag kailangan mo ang pera, huwag isang ibenta. Ayan po. Technique po ni Robert Kiyosaki, no? Okay. Okay, paalam tayo. Ay salamat po sa mga nakikinig. Okay, dito po sa bagong channel natin. Okay. Abs naman live stream news TV Global. In short po, ADLSNTV Global Channel, no? Ayan. Paano? Paalam na tayo. Okay, wala tayong masamang tinapay dito po sa channel natin, ADLSNTV Global Channel. Okay, magmula po sa halo-halo special, opinion, balita at iba pa. Okay, kasama po serbisyo publiko tinik ng mamamayan. Okay, katulad ni Robert Kiyosaki, sa serbisyo yun. Okay, serbisyo publiko tinik ng mamamayan. Paano? Okay, paalam tayo. Okay. Wala tayong masamang tinapay dito sa programa. Okay, para matutunan na. Okay, mga minority bang sa moro, matutunan kayo, no? Ayan. Sigurado matutunan sila, no? Ayan. Public service sa kahanginan, no? Okay, this is Winabs naman. Okay, babalik ako by Monday. Pero depende, pag may mga programa, mga news, mahalaga, mag-news din tayo anytime. Okay, kasi ang platform natin 24/7. Okay, itong si Attorney Colmenares, Nery Colmenares at kanila opposition, itong si Risa Hontiveros, iakyat nila po ang Maharlika Investment Fund. Okay, submit ng papeles po sa Supreme Court. Okay, dahil ang rason nila, unconstitutional daw ang Maharlika Investment Fund. Para sa akin, kaya ako gusto ko ma-implement ng maayos, no? Pero hawakan lang ng mabuti po, katulad mga Indonesia, sa mga European Union na, okay, sovereign fund nila, mag-success. Okay, bakit hindi mag-success sa atin? Marunong naman tayo mga Pilipino, no? Pero bantayan lang. Baka ma-abuse po ang Maharlika Investment Fund, no? Okay, ako favor ako. Okay, para kung talagang maayos ang paghawak, ay okay yan. Ayan. Kahit na may mga guni-guni ba, bahala na mga guni-guni yan. Okay, basta makatulong po sa general interest ng sambayan ng Pilipino. Yun ang akin eh. Okay, maraming mga guni-guni, mga marites, hindi ko inintindi sa aking programa, no? Basta yung Maharlika Investment Fund ay makatulong sa sambayan ng Pilipino, no? Ayan. Walang hidden agenda. Batas naman yan. Okay, transparent naman ang batas. Okay, alam din natin pang may mga hidden agenda. Kung may mga hidden agenda yan, alam na natin, hindi tayo natutulog na. Okay. Ang programa po hindi natutulog. Ayan. So, okay, hayaan natin mag-prosper po ang Maharlika Investment Fund. Kasi para sa atin lahat, general interest po ng sambayan ng Pilipinas. Ayan.
Ang magandang administration pinagbalita ko, makapolitika, makaopinyon, makakomentaryo at balita ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang pinatanggihan, at walang pinapamilan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa makahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, tayong lahat, mag-agree tayo, suporta tayo sa kapayapaan, sa kaayusan. Okay, sa Okay, sa kabutihan po ng lahat. Laban tayo sa mapang-abuso. Okay, na hindi naman ay against po sa atin at sa against po sa ginagalawan natin freedom. Okay, lalo na po demokrasya mga kaban. Against tayo ron kung meron na sumisira po diyan sa mga interest natin, no? Lalo na po demokrasya. Doon tayo against. Magtulong-tulong. Ayan. Pagkabutihan, tulong tayo rin. Kapayapaan, kaayusan. Pagprogreso natin, development, sa negosyo, lahat na politika, tutulong tayo, no? Pero kung kasamaan, okay, takwil natin po. Labanan natin, no? Okay. So, tapos na ang balita. Okay, salamat.